Hey everybody, I want to go over the PM session, the Silver Bullet, from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time on June 1st. So we're going to do this in replay mode so you can see it marked up as it's going along to see, the right side of the chart as best we can instead of just being in hindsight. So we're going to start over here. I'll move this over just a little bit here. Before it starts, I want to show you that we see some sell side liquidity, relatively equal lows right here. So if it comes back down and trades past us, we will be bearish. Okay. Prices coming up, we also see this market structure shift. So at this point, we're not looking for these to be taken out. We're looking for maybe a pullback and to come up. Okay, that's what we're bullish at the moment. But if it were to trade back down below the sell side, that's when we would be bearish. Okay. I want to throw the fib on there and see where equilibrium is, so that way I know that I'd just be looking for longs in this area. Wouldn't be interested in anything above 50%, nothing in premium. Okay, so that's why it's on. If we get a higher high, then we will adjust this, but right now that's the highest high at the moment, and that's the swing low. Okay, so let's see what we get here. And if I was going to look right now, what I see here in discount right now is I see a fair value gap right there. There's actually a volume imbalance right here, but it is above the 50% level, so I'm not interested in it, and it's tapping it right there. So let me just throw this on here just so you can see what I'm talking about here. This volume imbalance right here, I'm not interested in it because it's above the 50% equilibrium line. Now what else do we have here? Well, we also have an order block, which is right here. It's in blue. I'll take off the fair value gap to see the blue one. And there's a fair value gap. Okay, so if it can come down and hit into this, I'm taking that trade. Okay, it's my stop's going to be very minimal. So let's see what happens here. Right there would have been filled. So taking a long right there at the top of the fair value gap and breaker block right there, and my order right there. So we would have been filled at that point. Okay, so let's see how this plays out. Where's our drawn liquidity though? So we have it here. We look left. If we look left, let's look and see where this is actually at. Let's see how far we got to go back to find this. Ways. Right there, the 30th. That is our high point right there. We have other ones that are right here, so let's draw that out as well. Let's do this right here. Let's put it right here. Draw this over here. Let's make that as a draw on liquidity just so we can see it as we go through here. Let's go back. So we entered right here on the fair value gap and order block. Let's see if it goes up, what happens. Now if it came back down here or gave me another fair value gap here, I would enter again. And my stop, just so you know, is 2 points. I'm below the low of the fair value gap, the first candle. So that is the swing low. So I'm, it's either 1 or 2. I'm 2 ticks below the low here. I'd give it 2 full points, which is nothing. I mean, my target's 10 there. If I went through just from 2 to 1, it'd basically be this high, just above this high. So I'm going here to hit this draw on liquidity right there. So we'll see how it plays out here. If it comes back down, I'm going to buy it again. Top and the touch of it. I just need a little bit more. Right there. Okay. So I take another order right there, another buy right there. Let's take it off. See, another buy right there. Same target. Still 1 to 5. Now it's still 1 to 5. Okay. Let's slide this over. All right. Let's see how this plays out here. Just so you know, that is the unicorn entry right there. When you have a fair value gap inside a breaker block or an order block or a mitigation block, that's, you know, a double PD array overlapping into each other is a really good entry, and that's a unicorn entry. You really love those because they usually work out really well in your favor. Right now we would have already hit 2R, so we would have raised our stop up to break even, or would have taken a partial already. And let's see if we get our target here. There you go. And there you go. TP hit. Orders were filled right there. So if I take off the positions, you can see how we entered. We entered off here and here, and then we would have got our take profit up here. Would have been done. For clarification purposes, these arrows are just to show you where you would have entered. These are not execution arrows, so I don't want anyone to be confused. These are merely just to show where you would have entered. For visualization, as ICT says, it's great to mark them on your chart this way so you can see where you would have entered in hindsight as you look back through it. So that's why I put these on here, and that's why I'm going through it in replay mode and throwing things on in this time to kind of help. That way, when we watch these videos, you can see it play out in not real time, but as the candles are painted, things getting on the charts. So I wanted to put it up on the chart that way. All right, so that's the 2 setups on the PM session, the Silver Bullet hour from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time on June 1st.